It's Morphin Time! Yeah! Alright! Jason David Frank was Tommy Oliver, the original green Power Ranger, followed by the White Ranger, followed by the Red Zeo Ranger, followed by the Red Turbo Ranger 1 before passing the torch down and leaving. Although he came back for the Forever Red episode of Wild Force, and he came back again for Dino Force, and then came back again for Super Mega Force, and he was probably in a couple more series that I'm forgetting to mention right now. Tommy Oliver has made the most impact and dynamic on the franchise of Power Rangers itself, but in that regard, is he my favorite Ranger? Not necessarily. My favorite Ranger was really whoever was the Red Ranger, whether it was Jason, followed by Rocky, followed by Tommy, followed by TJ! TJ, 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 TJ. The power of TJ was so strong that when he moved over to Blue for the Space Series, he stayed my favorite Ranger. Andros was awesome, though. I still wouldn't single out TJ as my favorite Ranger. The Rangers before him were awesome, too. Through the years attending past cons, I met David Yost, who played Billy, the original Blue Ranger. I also met Walter Jones, who played Zack, the original Black Ranger, and I got this picture with him. I met an actress who did the voice of Rita Repulsa. But let's get back to JDF. When I saw JDF on the schedule at this past Comic-Con, I wanted to see the panel. It was the Bat in the Sun Superpower Beatdown panel. You know, that show that he's been on several times about heroes beating each other up violently. Insanely, this was the same day as the Walking Dead panel, Game of Thrones, Twin Peaks, and the other major panels that I was already attending. And this panel was in the evening at a time that wouldn't interfere with those other major panels. This meant that after all that stressful camping out, meeting stars of The Big Bang Theory, meeting Danai Gurira and the cast of The Walking Dead, meeting the cast of Twin Peaks, meeting the cast of Preacher, I could go get some food and then head back in the convention center to go to a different panel room to see him speaking with the Bat in the Sun Superpower Beatdown cast. Wow. When it was time for Q&A, I asked Jason David Frank about passion. How does he find that passion to keep himself going in every field of work that he does? From Power Rangers, to Bat in the Sun Superpower Beatdown, to MMA fighting, to being a family man. He said that it's all about waking up in the morning, every morning, and saying, I can and I will, rather than I can't, I won't. He has to find that true balance to get him through everything he does in life, especially at its worst moments. He also said that gatherings, speaking directly with fans like me, act as his group therapy to restore that balance in him and keep him motivated to keep going. I like that. That's a nice answer. What a guy he is. I'm glad that he could give me an answer like that because it's certainly helping me now. And I'm glad that I could help him in that regard too. Yeah! Alright! Those of us who were kids in the 90s noticed that the name Tommy was associated with tough kids. Tommy was brave. Tommy was tough. Tommy had that fighting spirit. Tommy had that crisp voice to go with that fighting spirit of his. We can take lessons from Tommy. Which Tommy am I talking about now? Tommy, of course.